Hello, student. Welcome to Karnataka LMS, Department of College and Technical Education. This is the program of management and subject organizational behavior. I'm Ranjita BR. In our previous session, we have discussed about introduction to organizational behavior, where we tried to understand what is the meaning and nature of organizational behavior. Today, in this topic, I'm presenting on need and importance of organizational behavior in an organization. As you know, the organization behavior is a part of total management, but where it plays a very important role in every area of management and has been accepted by all the people concerned. It is accepted the fact that organization can develop only when its peoples are developed. The managers now understand that to make the organization more effective, they have to understand and predict the human behavior in the organization. So organization behavior offers several ideas to management to understand the behavior of the human being working in the organization. As to how human factors should be properly emphasized to achieve organizational objectives. Organizational behavior provides opportunity to management to analyze human behavior and prescribe means for shaping it to a particular direction. Because organizational behavior emphasizes more on the behavior of a person. It may be interpersonal or it may be intergroup behavior. So organization behavior helps to analyze why and how an individual behaves in a particular way or in a particular situation. So it's a very complex phenomena and it is affected by large number of factors, including psychological, social, and cultural implication. Because we cannot predict how we can generalize the human behavior, but we cannot predict the particular as how they behave in a particular situation. So this organization behavior integrates these factors to provide simplicity in understanding the human behavior. So we can study the need of organizational behavior in the interpersonal level. Human behavior can be understood at the level of interpersonal interaction. Behavioral sciences provide means for understanding interpersonal behavior in the organization. In an organization, two-person relationship is inevitable. It is have to be happen. So interpersonal interaction represents man's most natural attempt at socialization. By studying behavioral sciences, the managers can understand themselves and others better. This will help in improving interpersonal relations also. The technique generally used for studying interpersonal behavior are study of perception, role analysis, transaction analysis, etc. And this organization behavior provides means for understanding the interpersonal relationship in the organization. So, need of organization behavior at the group level. Though people interpret anything at their individual level, they're often modified by group pressures, which then become a force in shaping human behavior. Hawthorne studies have proven that the very important Hawthorne study is proven that in that study, individual behaves differently as an individual and as a member in the group. His behavior is often modified by group norms. He changes his behavior in a group. So, group behavior has a synergic impact on the performance. Group information, behavior, and interactions are studied in the course of the organizational process. Management can use group dynamics for better communication, effective leadership, and building high morale. So individuals should be studied in group, also in the organizational behavior. Then, intergroup level. The organization made up of many groups that develop complex relationship to build their process and substance. Understanding the effect of group relationship is important for managers in today's organization. So intergroup relationship may be in the form of cooperation or competition. So organization consists of a large number of groups, which leads to complexity of relationship. It is very important for the manager to understand the group relationship, the cooperation, coordination, and conflicts within groups influences the performance. Organization behavior helps the manager in achieving cooperative group relationship through interaction, rotation of members among groups, avoidance of win-lose situation, and focus on total group objectives. So next one, controlling and directing behavior. So it is the need of organization, why we have to study organization behavior. So after understanding the mechanism of human behavior, now managers are required to control and direct the behavior so that it conforms to the standards required for achieving organizational objectives. So managers are required to control and direct the behavior at all levels of individual interactions. After knowing the behavior of the subordinates or the people working in the organization, now it is the duty of the managers to control and direct the behavior of the people in the organization. So use of power and sanction. How? How to control the behavior of the people. The behavior can be controlled and directed by the use of power and sanction, which are formally defined by the organization. So power is referred as the capacity of an individual to take certain action, may be utilized in many ways. Organizational behavior explains how various means of power and sanction can be utilized so that the both organizational and individual objectives are achieved simultaneously. Then leadership. Leadership helps the management in bringing human behavior in tune with the organizational requirements. An organization must have effective leadership for its survival and also for the growth. The leadership theories are perpetually accepted by the organization for smooth performance of their activities. There are trait, goal, and situational approaches for the development of leadership. An organization can achieve success only with the right type of leadership. A competent leader uses all the human and physical resources at the maximum level for achieving the organizational goals. Leadership serves as the link among the individuals, groups, and various other aspects of the organization. So, organization behavior brings new insights and understanding to the practice and theory of leadership. The manager can adopt styles keeping in view the various dimensions of organization, individuals, and situations. So now we can go to the importance of organization behavior. It is a skill improvement. In the group, when they interact to one another, the skill and the repetition of work has been marginalized, reduced to the extent that each one becomes specialist in his activities. So, thereby, organization behavior defines the division of work. So, from the division of work, that one person cannot carry out many functions by different specialization required for different activities. So, organization behavior helps in dividing the work into related activities so that they are assigned to different individuals, thereby helping them to enhance their skills. Next one, understanding consumer buying behavior. An organization is a composition of people. The success of the organization depends upon the behavior of the people and the group. So, when we are study the individual group behavior and the group behavior and individual behavior, relationship of a one person to another person and subordinates to subordinates and with the superior and their buying behavior can be studied. It helps in understanding our consumer buying behavior. Then employee motivation. Motivation in an organization is essential for ongoing work. Human beings work not only for money, but also for getting job satisfaction. Earlier, everyone thought that human beings works for the money, but it is not so. After this was found out by the behavioral scientists, it is the job satisfaction plays a very important role in the human achievement. The job of a manager in the organization is to get things done through others. He will be successful in his job when he can motivate his subordinates to work for organizational goals. Organizational behavior helps the manager in understanding the needs and desires of the subordinates and other factors which affect their motivation. The monetary and non-monetary awards are used as incentives to motivate the subordinates. And nature of employees. The main focus of behavioral sciences is on the study of individual behavior. It tries to analyze why and how an individual employee behaves in a particular way in a given situation. The behavior of employee is affected by number of psychological, social, and cultural factors. The job of organizational behaviorist is to integrate these factors to help in understanding human behavior. Next, we can see that anticipating organizational events. So organization development is needed for the change and the development of individuals. So it is the importance of the organizational behavior that by studying the behavior of an individual when he is in group, interpersonal communication, interpersonal behavior, we can anticipate, we can predict how he will going to behave in a given situation. So by predicting, by anticipating his behavior to the certain level, we can manage our organizational events in such a manner that his behavior is going to lead us in achieving our organizational goals. Efficiency and effectiveness. So when the division of work is underlaid, his efficiency automatically increases, enhances, because his skills are become more advanced and enhanced, so that his superior in a skill wise, he becomes a specialist that will be going to affect the achievement of organizational goals. Is will become a very effective in the organization. So by organizing the things but in the better way, by predicting his nature, and thereby his efficiency is utilized to the maximum level. Then better environment of an organization. By understanding the human behavior in the organization, there will be a change in a better way in an organization. So organization development is needed for the change and development of individuals. So the organization have to undergo the changes as a result of social, technological, political, and other environmental factors. The organization change and the development are successfully handled by the use of behavioral science knowledge. So change can be introduced through group dynamics and proper education of employees through effective communication. The benefit of change should be highlighted and information will be shared with all those likely to be affected by the change. By studying organizational behavior, we can create better environment by understanding their nature, so the change in a social, technological, political, and other environmental factors, we can study them better and we can create better environment in the organization. Then optimum or better utilization of resources. By understanding human behavior in a particular situation, or his behavior among the subordinates, or the behavior with the superiors, or with the environment of the organization, we can motivate them better way. We can guide them by predicting his behavior. We can guide them and we can motivate them by motivation, by giving the proper leadership, by we make them work better, enhance his skill and motivate him, and that motivation leads to the job satisfaction. That job satisfaction makes him to utilize the by achieving organization goals by organization. Not only the organization goals, it make the better utilization of resources in an organization. Underutilization will be eliminated. Optimum utilization of resources will be taken place in the organization. Then importance of organizational behavior to the goodwill of organization. By all this, by giving motivation, by anticipating the organizational events, by increasing its efficiency, by going for the organizational change in development and changing for the better environment and better utilization of resources will automatically increase the goodwill of organization. So thereby I give one example how the process will go in a importance and a need to the study of organization. If I want to understand my boss personality, I would be examining the individual level of analysis. If I want to know the boss, I have to go for the individual level of analysis. If we want to know about how my manager personality affects my team, I'm examining the things at the team level. So, but if I want to understand how my organization culture affects my boss behavior, I would be interested in the organization level of analysis. By this, I end this session. Thank you.